Hi, King. Yeah, you first. You got it. You got it. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, y'all. We're we're dealing with the middle of channel issues and everything else, man. It's gonna be a freaking slow day today. Reality is, I just didn't want to get out of bed, man. It was so warm underneath the blankets. Still running behind. Adnan, thank you for showing back up, but you gotta remember, man, I can't read it. All due respect, I can't. Doing good, doing good. Doing quite good, actually. It's a slow day, it's a late start, but we're catching up. Managed to get myself a little bit of caffeine, so yeah.
I have a feeling like caffeine.
Alright, now I know the wind is messing with signal today. So, I went to go try that whole green screen thing earlier today. You know, the famous, you can turn around and come up to the menu over here and yeah, the menu up over here and hit the button. I don't think I've got enough signal to do it. Alright, Adnan. Bye to you too. Have a good day, man. And or a good night, depending on the area. Hey, it's finally catching up. Cool. And if I turn around and shut down the extra page, that'll help. Night to you too, Adnan. You have a good one. Hey, lovely. So, we were looking at the analytics last night. We were actually off a little bit on our estimates. We made 10 and a half hours on that last live stream. And yeah, that half is especially for King, because apparently he loves when I throw in that extra half. But yeah, apparently we managed to get like 10 hours, 10 and a half hours worth of actual watch time yesterday, not counting the other two streams that went out prior. So I think yesterday we were probably at like, well, probably a good 15 to 30 hours worth of watch time. It's amazing what a little bit of music does, you know? It makes it so much more, oh, what's that word? So much more tolerable. Especially when the chat slows down or when the room empties. Yes, I've slept. I slept so well that I went 2 days into the past. I thought today was Tuesday. I thought my last stream was on Monday. It was great. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. How's it going, Territorial? I'm glad you can make it. Dawn Possession, glad you can make it too. It's alright. We only got like, what? Today's Wednesday? Yes, today's Wednesday. We've only got 2 more days until we go into town. Because I think we're supposed to go back into town Friday. Be able to re-up. Hey, we're up at 12. We're up to 12 viewers, 13 viewers. Dude, we're getting better reception at the start of the show today than we have on most other shows. I'm debating whether I need to start my shows later. Like, debatably earlier or later, depending on the day. Because, like we've been saying, we're really tempted to take out the fact of the YouTube shorts that have our schedule and just run it on random schedules. But I know the algorithm don't like that. They like having some form of schedule that they can back on and turn around and actually hold to. But we are definitely growing. Definitely growing. Slowly but surely. Just out of curiosity, how's the stream doing today? Are we still getting that signal boost from the fact of the radio? Oh, right. We woke up to snow. We were like, what the fuck happened? It was only supposed to rain. Like, seriously, we expected the wind. We expected the rain. That snow was not supposed to be a part of it. Ooh. Binge watching The Walking Dead. Oh, yeah. Believe it or not, Canna knows one of the extras that was used on the show. The dude that comes out from the trash pile wearing the arm. Yeah, that used to be Canna's dealer. Jody, that's a good one. That's a good one, Jody. I'll give you that one. That's a good one. Tripped on your purse full of cash, got airlifted over to the freaking nail salon. All right. That sounds like it was a better day than you're trying to make it out to be. We've only been on for like less than 10 minutes. We're already over a half an hour worth of watch time for the live stream. We're doing freaking great today. I really think I need to relook at the schedule and look at what we were thinking for the schedule and redo it because, yeah, we're not usually getting even this amount of watch time at the start of a stream. It usually takes like 10 minutes to turn around and start catching up. So, for those that don't know the channel, welcome to Canna Creator Games, where we like to turn around and have our live stream sessions, have our chill chats down the list. Our gaming is all done on video. They're the video uploads. There are a few live streams where we tried to game. It didn't work out. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. Every single day, we're getting a little bit closer to a little bit better signal. Oh. I'm running low on flour again. Running low on flour again. The dabs are pretty much gone. And we're only halfway through the week. Yep. Like I said, this is going to be a long week. Thanks, Izzy. It's what we try to go for on the channel. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every so often, like every other day basically, there might be something in politics that makes Canna go off, but for the most part, we like to try to keep it chill. But I really appreciate it, because that's the vibe that we're going for. Y'all, if you don't know, feel free to leave a comment down below in the chat. Feel free to keep the conversation going, because without y'all's input, the conversation starts to die off and stall. And we don't like stalled conversation on the channel, do we? Oh, that beautiful sweet mango caffeine. Wow, we're already almost up to 50 views. We ain't even been on the air for 10 minutes. We're almost up to 50. We're at 43. We got 7 left to go. 6. Oh, we counting down, baby. We counting down. That first 100 views, Canna will take a dab. I'll try to force the fact of what little dab we got left to turn around and get a good one. But, yeah, we're going to wait out till the first 100 views at least. Usually we like to start the show with a dab. We just can't do it today. We ain't got enough. Oh yeah, definitely celebrations. I am so glad that King turned around and got it to where I could understand how to get into it, to be able to see the actual view time and the actual views and like current viewers. Because even now, my phone is not actually synced. It's not linked up. It's not giving me the right numbers, but the screen over here is. And that in itself is a blessing. Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm not sure how long we're going to leave the stream running today, guys. We started out like an hour late today, easily, and that's by our old schedule. If we're going by the new schedule, we were like an hour and a half late today, but it's what happens when the day is slow. I mean, this week is a totally different story compared to what the regular week is. We're going every single day this week. Every single day. So if the time frame for Canna to be online and time frame for the Canna Lounge to be up happens to be a little bit wonky this week, you know why. But yeah, we're pushing that 7-day hit. We're only on day 3. We got 4 more days to go. But it'll be worth it in the end. Because right now, we went from 172 subscribers from last week. We're already up to 184. And we're only trying to get that first 500 to start with. So, being almost 200 subscribers in, that feels awesome. But it also means we're going to have to step our game up here soon. And I know it. Y'all, if the stream messes up in any way, let me know. Because we want to turn around and we want to try something new today. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. But if we are correct, we should be able to get our channel logo behind us. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. It didn't work the first time. It did not work the first time. But it chose to work today. So that's awesome. King, thank you for pointing this out to us and making it to where it was a thing. Because honestly, that right there, that's badass. I know that's going to draw in the viewers. And because of the fact that I'm like right here at the desk, it works so well. Yeah, I'm sure we're probably going to get a little bit of signal interference today. We've got the fact of the windstorms out. Hey, King, we got the background working. Yeah. Oh, can't get that close to the camera. Yeah. All right, figured that much. I figured I had to come in by like a little bit. Oh, yeah. Thank you for pointing out the fact that they turned around and set it up to where we could do this, because that right there, that looked professional. First time I feel like a professional on YouTube. And it only took like 2 months. Oh, man. You can see the window through it. Shit. All right. I might just have to turn the volume up on them a little bit. It might be better off doing it that way. Yeah. Because now I can hear and it's not causing even worse on the background. Oh, yeah. I'm holding out on that dab for the first 100 viewers, but I can definitely take a normal 1, 2, 3 with you. Oh, yeah, we're going to keep going, Izzy. There ain't no question about it. We've been turning around and slowly learning the systems on YouTube over the last month and a half. It's like most people say, you know, when they say that YouTube is not a job, go start a channel. Go start a channel. Try to get the viewers. Try to get the subscribers. Try to get that watch time. It's not as easy as people make it out to be. It's why we support and thank every single viewer that turns around and shows up to the channel. Because reality's sake is, without the viewers, these channels wouldn't exist. Oh, I know. The thing is, reality's sake is, if you're a stoner, if you like to kick back, if you like to chill, if you like the occasional game session without the fact of the melodramatic drama from the input of the creator, the cinematic style, you'll love this channel. We're just barely at the start of doing it though, so we got a little bit to go before we've got a major backlog to be able to deal with. Also, we don't like to push on the fact of it, but guys, if you want to turn around and make any form of a donation to the channel to turn around and try to make the channel better, equipment upgrades, fuel money to be able to get into town, to be able to get the uploads done faster down the list, we've got the fact of the Cash App down below inside of the description. Okay? We're not saying that you have to donate to be a member on the channel, because trust and believe, there are plenty of people that we know that can't afford to donate on the channel, and we still love them anyway. But if y'all want to turn around and help out that channel that extra step, it's down below in the description. Hey, I try to be a chill guy. There are some times in history, though, if you go back on the live streams, you can tell where Canna was just on the verge of losing it. And just right on the verge of saying, alright, you know what, enough's enough, let's stop playing games, we gotta get serious for a minute. But it's when Canna gets serious that Canna gets tough, and when Canna gets tough, it's not usually a good thing. But I'm definitely using that background from now on. That right there, that's perfect. Not exactly true, lovely. You've seen me spaz out, just not to the major degree of the spaz. Trust and believe, like that first or second week on the channel, and I think it was like the second or third week actually on the channel, if you go back, you can really tell that Canna just completely fucking lost it with the way that YouTube was going, not knowing what he was doing, and not understanding how to fix it. But yeah, I mean, we've got catalog evidence that Canna done fucking lost it originally when the channel started. But you know what? We've been growing every day since then. And the thing is, I think it actually helped out the channel in a way. Because ultimately, it cut that perception of, Canna's just quote-unquote the nice guy. Canna's just quote-unquote the soft-spoken one. It gave that moment of, look, when Canna's got a standpoint that he's willing to stand on, he's going to stand on that fucking soapbox. And when he stands on that soapbox, that microphone's going to blare, and when it does, the world's going to know. It's just like reality's sake is, I'm not upset at the American population for wanting a president. But did we really have to pick a guy that was impeached twice? Was that really the best option we had? I don't think so. And I think they held all the good options away from us and hid them in a box somewhere. But that's just Canna's opinion. Today is definitely not turning into the governmental shit show that was yesterday. But yeah, you can definitely tell when Canna's starting to lose it, because it's like that personality flip shows. Not even 20 minutes in and we're already 50 viewers in. See, that's the thing though. One person's information is another person's, rage bait, I guess is the best way you could put it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I think that the country has a lot that we can turn around and do to get better? Oh, hell yeah. That's without a doubt. Do I think we got the right ones in charge to make it better? No. I think they're just putting on the fact of a fucking, just show for the rest of the audience, Totally 100% fucking snow over the eyes. Because if you notice, it wasn't about how the nation was doing. Yeah, exactly, because Canna don't have a filter. I learned a long time ago to quit having a filter. When I moved out of California, my filter got broken, and since that day, Canna has been Canna. Because honestly, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that have the same opinion and are just afraid to say it because they're afraid of what can possibly happen or the backlash that they're going to get. Okay? Canna's independent. Canna's not, quote-unquote, a Republican or a Democrat. Canna's an independent. Canna takes all the bullshit they throw at us and just boils it out. Because ultimately, black and white is black and white. The paper and the documents are what's going to turn around and show in the end as to what the truth was. So, we got 4 years of another scapegoat. And after these 4 years are up, we're going to have 4 years with another scapegoat. Ultimately, that's all the president is a scapegoat. If the president's orders are not final and finite, and Congress and the Senate have the authority to overwrite the fact of a presidential order, then who's really in power? And who's really the one that's just taking the blame? Because I think for a long time it's been flipped and reversed, and people are just now starting to catch on to the fact of what's really happening with it. Yeah, trying to have no filter in 2025 in the middle of cancel culture. Yeah, it's such a great thing, isn't it? It's so great when that happens, ain't it? Yeah, people ain't a fan of it. People are afraid of opinions. I mean, you can't even have a differing opinion in this country without someone freaking out and going to run in their silent box, where they can turn around and scream to their heart's content and nobody can hear them. Okay? I am a firm believer in the fact of the Foamy the Squirrel mentality from Jonathan Ian Myers. Okay? If you don't know, go check out Ill Will Press. Go check out Foamy the Squirrel. Go back to Season 1, Episode 1. That's where Canna's Go Watch a Cat video comes from. Because ultimately, you can't even have a differing opinion in this world without someone turning around and saying, you're wrong, cancel. And I find it hilarious. I really do. Because it just shows how immature the country is really becoming. We used to be strong, civil adults that knew how to hold a debate and knew how to hold a conversation and weren't afraid to throw the hard topics out there. When the hell did we become so complacent with it? There's no real logic to it at all. That's the thing. I mean, what they call woke is critical thinkers, and for the most part, critical thinking, yeah, it's a great tool. But sometimes, just sometimes, you got those fucking crazies that turn around and take it just a little bit too far, okay? There's a reason that critical thinkers got called conspiracy theorists. It's not just the mainstream media that did it back in the day, it was the fact that a lot of us, we earned that title of conspiracy theorist. But, straight up, there's a point in time where conspiracy is no longer conspiracy. There's a point in time where just the fact that you have so many circumstantial links that coincidence is not coincidence. And I'm telling you, with the American government, it's not coincidence. They started out with someone that told them that the people are the voice. Well, nowadays, they're doing it the opposite way around. The government is the voice, and the people have to listen. The Founding Fathers gave us an answer to that. They just don't want us to enact it. It's why they made everything that even remotely holds to the fact of what the Founding Fathers would say to do illegal. Because, just like every other country, revolution is banned in this country. Okay, for a true revolution to happen, it's going to take a lot. And we're only maybe 250, 300 years in as a country. So, we're still on the baby verge of that. We're not even technically there yet. But it's coming. And for those that think it's not, go ahead. Keep playing in your little fucking perfect rainbow blue sky world. For those that see it, no, it's not doomsaying. No, it's not the fact of turning around and trying to fearmonger. Look around you. If you cannot see the system falling all around you as we speak, then you're either blind or brainwashed. And I feel sad for either one. We're going to hit that hour mark before the half hour's up. That's for sure. Conspiracy is truth only when it is finally proven to be. But when you look at how many documents are like blacked out and restricted, when you actually go in and put a FOIA request in the legal way, the way that you're supposed to do it, and you notice just how many black lines there are in that fucking document, yeah, you'll realize what the truth means to the government. There's the real story, there's their story, and there's history, which is his story. It is only written by the victor. You'd be amazed at how much just terrible shit over the history of mankind has been erased. All because somebody else took over. And the thing is, they say don't repeat the mistakes of Rome. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome didn't fall in a day. But as strong as Rome was, Rome fell. Well, if anyone stops to look at it, our country, this thing that we hold so dear, it was built on the building stones of Rome. It was built in the processes that they started. The Roman process. We saw what happened to the Romans. It's currently happening again to us. History repeats itself. No democracy is ever a true democracy. Not when you put all your faith into one leader. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Yeah, it's an unpopular opinion. But, as always, if you don't like Canna's opinion, go watch a cat video. We'll be waiting for you when you come back and have calmed down. We officially made an hour worth of recording time and an hour worth of watch time on less than a half an hour worth of live streaming. We are officially getting up there. That is a win. I will take that as a win, especially for a late stream. Oh, it's probably going to go glitchy for a second, though, because I really want to kind of, like, try to get it just a little closer to where it maybe stops with the shiny thing. Nope, the shiny thing's still going to be there. Okay, crap. I can't wait to have a room that I can actually shut down the external lighting and turn around and have it actually balance properly. Yeah, that window is going to be annoying. Because I know it's probably not that big a deal to you guys, but all I can zero in on is like the glare that's cutting across my face. Canna's a little too stoned to look at himself in a mirror right now, apparently. But it still means we're having a good day. Yeah, I'll stay here. I don't like cats. Fuck. You know the funny thing? I'm not a cat person or a dog person. I'm a both person. Because I've had both dogs and cats over my lifetime that have they've hit that trigger of, alright, you're part of the family. Oh, I know, but to do that, we'd have to turn around and single out which blanket we're going to use. Like, I've got an 18-pound sand blanket for one of the weighted blankets. It cuts all the light in the world. But even if I cut the light from the one that's like right here by the door, it'll turn around and still end up giving me issues for the one over in the kitchen. And the one in the kitchen has to stay quote-unquote thin-veiled because there are plants over there. Granted, not the let's get Canna stoned kind of plants, but, you know, the general house plants. They need the extra light. It's why I deal with it. But it is nice that, for the most part, most of the background behind me, thanks to the way that the green screen effect is working, that most of that background glare is all gone. I mean, I'll take the glare across my face. That's what that is. But it's definitely nice that it's just not completely across the background. Ah, Cane Corso. The best fucking bodyguards for a child in the world, but once they're linked with that kid, man, can't nobody fuck with that kid at all. Like, there have even been a few parents that have turned around and gotten the bad end of a Cane Corso because they've turned around and linked to that kid just that deeply. Well, the funny thing is, it's one of those where reality. I used to love the Assassin's Creed games. Ezio was a fucking badass. It also sort of makes me think. It also makes me sort of think of the bar room in John Wick when they're turning around and sitting down and having that discussion of quote unquote, here's your marker. Yeah, I know, that's the problem with Assassin's Creed. They became repetitive, and then they tried to break it by going pirates, but it felt forced. At least in my opinion, it felt like a forced transition, which really didn't turn around and do good for them. It sort of broke the series at that point, and since then they've just been trying to get back on their feet. Because honestly, I can't even think of the name of the one where they were. I want to say it was Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. Fuck, I can't even think of the name of it. Does that tell you how bad it bombed in Canna's opinion? I mean, I can remember 1, 2, and 3, but I can't remember what they named the one that they turned around and went to the fucking ocean. And then they started fucking with the title system again. So, yeah, original Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and for most people, maybe 3. Those are my top picks out of the series, if I'm being fair. Black Flag, that's what it was. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's where they fucked the series up. You guys are getting me close to having to turn around and try to fucking figure out that dab. But they definitely gave the best way to turn around and censor it for the fucking video. For real. Because, that right there in the background, that is a perfect censor for when we actually go to turn around and start smoking. It's better than the FCC's fucking black bar. Yeah, damn it. I want to turn around and have my headphones up and I can't do it. If I switch to the old headphones, I might be able to do it. But then the sound quality sucks. I don't know. What would you guys do? Would you pick better quality for more of a technical issue with background? Or would you pick lesser sound quality to be able to keep the background working properly? And I just realized I can't sit up. Well, sit back. I've got to turn around and sit forward. Take a look at my life. Take a look. And take a look. Oh man, take a look at my life. 'Cause I'm a lot like you. Alright, so now I don't feel so bad. Because, like, I would totally rather have it in these headphones than those ones. Because these are actually basically more or less stereo, per se. The other ones, I think, are closer to mono. And I can't stand mono audio. Mono audio does not sound right to me at all. Because it doesn't have that depth. But I also know if I want to turn around and actually have my music really bumping, then yeah, I'd have to turn around and kill the background. But we're not at that point yet. Because honestly, I'm liking it. You do not get to come unstuck, damn it. You know the glue on a paper is crap when you have to treat it like a joint. But yeah, now I don't feel so bad because honestly, better quality all the way in my opinion. That's my honest thoughts on that. The better the quality you can get, even if you have to give up some FPS and or you got to turn around and give up a little bit of fidelity with it, it's still better to have that higher audio quality. You know the funny thing? Pretty much everything and anything, as long as I know what it is. I mean, yeah, there's some things that Canna won't eat unless he's in a position where he really seriously needs the fucking calories, like, you know, out in a survival situation. What I'm willing to eat then versus what I'm willing to eat on a normal day, two different stories altogether. Okay? But ultimately, if I had to pick a favorite cuisine, truth, either Chinese food or Indian food. I wish I could take the headphones out and just let it blare. I was out there singing the blues, 21 dead on the evening news. Think myself, really, what's the use? And just like I was going to lose. All I want is to feel numb, and the medication's all gone. Hey, Audra. We got the background situated. Oh, shit, I disappeared. Well, now I know how to disappear on y'all. Just come close enough. uh. But yeah, definitely thank you, King, because between being able to see our viewers and being able to have the background up to stop all of the drama bullshit with the fact of how the apartment is, it solves a lot of problems. Though I really need to turn around and like figure out somewhere that I can turn around and get decent cell reception and signal without all the glare. Because that's the only thing that's killing me right now is I see the glare across my face. But in a way, that's all right too, because it kind of gives that holographic fucking illusion of the hologram from here down is all working, and then from up here up is all just kind of a little bit of a glitch. It's giving me Jarvis fills or Cortana fills. Oh, and speaking of Cortana, bringing back the theory of gaming. Hey Alexa, shut off my Xbox. Sorry, we got to do it every so often. We got to know if it still works. And if anyone was just playing a game and their game shut off, let us know. Because we've been fucking with that one for a while now. Alright, I need to move that half of the ashtray system there and that one there and flip them. That way that works. Can we do it that way? Nope. That'll work. Close enough. Sorry, y'all. I want my music louder, and the only way I'm going to be able to do it is with my headphones up. So we're going to deal with the glitchiness up top. Worst case, it's a little bit of a halo. Oh. Turn the Page by Metallica. Great song. Great song. You know, I keep waiting for YouTube to turn around and say that I've done something wrong by having my music going in my headphones. And I'm really glad that they haven't yet. But I'm waiting for it. I openly admit it. I'm waiting for it. but I guess apparently it situates into that gray zone somewhere that, yeah, I probably more than likely shouldn't be doing it, but they're not exactly getting mad at me for it. So if it helps keep Canna sane, all the fucking better. How's it going, King? Welcome back, welcome back. One. Yep. Damn good one. I would switch it over to YouTube Music where I've got more control, but I don't know. It's rare for the tablet to actually work and function properly without glitching, so I'm just going to kind of leave it alone, I guess. That's probably the better option. Okay, here's the thing. If you can afford to buy a decent level gaming computer, then yeah, go with the fact of the gaming computer, okay? But if you don't have the money for a gaming computer and you want a solid console and you want a solid system, go for the console. Because there are currently consoles out right now that, let's remember, the US government was running their freaking server rooms off of PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 at one point. Because it outperformed any other computer out there. You know, don't get me wrong, I give PlayStation a lot of shit sometimes for the fact of how they've turned around and fucked shit up over the years. But I'm not saying that their systems aren't worth the fucking money that you're paying for them. Okay? When they're good enough to turn around and get the fact of a US contract for a government authorized server room, they're doing something right with their software. Hey MG, nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the signal, man. I swear it's got to be the fact that it's getting boosted from the freaking tower for the speaker that it's sitting in. As long as I don't move it, it's fine. If I move it, I'm fucked. Oh, where did my other container go? There it is. Yes, definitely. Hello, M&G. For those of you that don't know, King Live 2025 and M&G Hydraulic Technologies are both, in my opinion, official co-members of the channel. Go check out their channel and go check out their content, guys. If you want to know how to turn around and fix any form of machineries and pumps, go check out the fact M&G Hydraulic Technologies. He's just getting his start on YouTube Live, but he's a damn good teacher. If you want to turn around and just have a whole bunch of fucking fun and be able to turn around and just bullshit and have a good time, feel free to check out our channel and or go over to King Live 2025, especially after our show is up, because usually when our show's ending, King's is just getting to the good part and or just getting hyped. So, you know, it's a really good way that we all work together. Greetings, Your Honor. Greetings, Your Honor. Yes, yes, yes. People wonder why I say that King is the king, man. King, I'm sorry for blowing up the Discord earlier, okay? But for real, every time that someone tells you that working on YouTube is not a job, dude, send them that. Matter of fact, go to the community chat and hit up the fact of the one that we turned around and we made even shorter to where it was nice and just subsidized, and send them that one, because everyone that is in our channel's Discord, they, at any point in time, if they are a channel creator, they can use that and send that in to that hater that says that YouTube is not a job and tell them to go fuck themselves. Okay? Okay. Because we got 30, count them, 30, especially because of the fact that we're live streaming, or we'd lose like 5 of them, but 25 to 30 jobs on average that a standard creator is covering to be able to turn around and make their channel function. And it is such a thick list, I can't even get into it. But, yeah, it's a fucking thick list. 32 if you're doing the fact of, quote-unquote, off YouTube, your own store down the list for your merch, da-da-da-da-da. 32 different functions that you have to cover as a creator. So for any creator out there that is turning around and getting frustrated or irritated with their haters saying that they're not working, just know that we see you and we acknowledge you, and yeah, you're doing a damn good job out there, guys. Keep it up. Don't give in, don't give up, don't let them get to you. Keep going. It'll all level out eventually. Little PSA from Canna. Just felt like it was necessary because I'm sorry, that chat earlier today, and King, understand, no, he's not my first troll that I've dealt with over that subject. I was just too damn tired to deal with it. I really was. Because, no offense, man, I have dealt with that subject so many times over the history of the channel so far that truth, it's just getting repetitive to me. Oh, last of my kind. Yeah, exactly. The real supporters that are there to actually support the channel, they will turn around and they will stick around and they will be there. The ones that are there to just troll, they'll be there, but they'll get bored eventually. Or they'll just step into a bear trap, whichever comes first. Speaking of the bear traps, M&G, where's my invoice? Slacking, man, where's my invoice? I was supposed to get an invoice for those bear traps like last week. Oh, I'm getting tempted to do the math, guys. I really am. I know, right? Teddy's such a player. Teddy's such a player. Teddy's got girls from all over the country, all over the world turning around and saying, all right, we want to climb the mountain. Teddy, man, people better be watching their girlfriends real close once you lose that weight, because I swear, you're going to be stealing them girlfriends quick. Fuck, I don't remember. We bought, like, what, 3,000 plus fucking bear traps? I mean, here's the best way I can tell you. Take whatever my 401k was supposed to be and turn around and use that for the answer. Because apparently I spent the entire 401k on bear traps. Which I'm still wondering how I did that. I must have been real ripped that night. What, since Teddy shaved? Yeah. Yeah, he's got a little bit more of that confidence in him. And it's that confidence that we love with him, because when that confidence shows, that's that bright shining star that turns around and gets people motivated to keep doing what they're doing and keep going. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Is chat still working? Because my battery just died. My phone just discharged. Is chat still working? Can somebody send me a message and let me know? If I'll restart the stream. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, YouTube, for not breaking my stream. Thank you, Signal, for turning around and holding. And thank you, Phone, for getting back into it fast enough that it didn't turn around and just shatter. I know what happened, by the way. Oh, I'm fine. My phone discharged in the middle of the fucking stream. The last time I moved my phone, it jiggled the freaking charger cord just right so that way it came out. But yeah, I'm good. The stream is still working, the stream's functioning. I need to reload the fact of the watch page for it. Do that. We're gonna reload you. No. Thank you. We're gonna reload you. You're gonna do what you need to do. That's the first time my phone has discharged and it has not broken the stream. I will take that for a win. All right, make sure my phone is actually charging, or at least maybe might act like it. All right, we'll see if we can get this going again. See if we can make that work. Done. All right. If my phone dies again, it's going to frustrate the hell out of me. But I think it should be all right. I think it should be okay because the cord's in there pretty good and it's still showing that it's charging. So we'll go with that. If the stream stalls out again, then just assume my phone is dead and that we apologize for the technical difficulties. But for now, it seems to be working, so we're good. Alright, so it just reset the timer to like 5 minutes. Okay, that's going to be interesting. I wonder, did we just lose every bit of content that we just filmed? Or is it just going to turn around and act like it was still there? No telling on that one. That makes me wonder if I should restart it just in case. Alright. Hi, Blitzo. How's it going, buddy? Okay. Start, go. Hi, Blitz. Hi. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi. Hello, Puppo. Hello, puppy. Yes. Hi. Okay, I get it with the kisses. Alright. Get it with the kisses. I get it. Oh, hugs. Alright. You, sir, are an attention hog. You, sir, are an attention hog. Yes, you are. Oh, you can't beat me up. I'm on camera. You can't beat me up. Thank you. Indignant puppy. Alright. Oh. Okay, so chat is still working good. Hi, Blitz. Hello. You can't have the chair. No, you're not the host today. You can't have the chair. I'll give you the chair later. And we're almost up to our 100 mark. We only got to get 14 more views, and then I got to fight with the fact of a dab. And the funny part is, we're like 4 likes away from when I would normally fight with the dab anyway. So either way, we're taking a dab. And I trust you guys that we'll get to the numbers. Oh, what time is it? Oh, and we missed 420 over the fact of technical difficulties? Oh, come on. We gotta do better than that. Damn, that's gotten thin. If you can't tell, Canna's dabs have gotten really thin. They're to the point where you can basically see through them. But I see a good bit of it trapped up on that edge. So we might be able to get a good one out of it. Just gotta angle it the right way, I think. But we'll pop that, pop that. Pop the interconnector. There we go. Here's to the Book of Canna. Alright. Energy drink that way, so that way you're out of the way. Take that and set that over there, that way you're out of the way, and nudge the camera a little bit. Alright. Light it up. Well, thin or not, if we get it hot enough, it'll get it. And we're already at 87. Yep, 13 left to go. I trust we'll get there. And Canna wants his dab, so Canna's gonna get his dab. Oh, I know. We've only got like 4 people in. Well, hang on. We've only got like 3 or 4 people that are actually here at the moment. But we've gotten like 87 total views. So, you know, I trust in the fact that we'll turn around and hit that 100 viewer, that 10 like either way. Because I know I'm not going to turn around and end up killing the live stream until we're at least at 10 likes or 100 views either way. I've got to have some form of a semblance of basic general. Yep, up to 4. Yep. I'm here ready to watch things I won't do. Oh, that's great. Alright, y'all. I'm going to leave you to the table by yourselves for a second. And Canna's going to step away from the table for a moment. Just about ready to do it. A little bit more red. Alright, everybody, time for Canna to do a dabby do for you. Oh, damn. Ah. Don't worry, folks. I'm good. Oh, shit. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Whew. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Perfect time for Wrong Side of Heaven to come on, though. That's for sure. Right? Coughing, sneezing, yawning. All 3 of them, in my opinion, are contagious. Technical 4th one is smoking, but that's only if you're already a smoker. Oh, shoot. Breathe, Canna. What have I become? And what have I become? I spoke to the devil today. He said it's not to blame. And I turned away. Emily, you got the good stuff. Oh. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh. Alright. If I do that. Oh. Alright. Just 1 second, y'all. I'm seeing if I can fix something real quick. Because I want to see if I already have the program open. If I can get it to do what I need it to do. Google Chrome, yep. Should be... No. No. That's not how that one's supposed to do it. Come on. Up. Or is it from the side because of the fact of where the screen's at? There it goes. Bing. There we go. Huh? Okay, I think... Oh, that's what happened. His didn't get paid. Hey, Akmal, how's it going? Let's see. INTHE. Yeah. And E. And in the end. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so we got that one primed, but I'm not doing it till Canna can breathe again. Oh, for real, February did just go by. February just flew right out the fucking window. It was here and then it was gone. It's like we hit February 1st, Valentine's Day, and then the month was over. In that order. It feels like it's been all of a week. Like, straight up. I'm starting to understand why creators go through the point where they feel that for all of the time that they've spent, that it's just like not even a few days when we turn around and realize that we've been down the rabbit hole for like a month and a half, 2 months. Because like I said, like just the other week, I got reminded that I haven't taken a day off at all since I started. I mean, I've been working on the channel somehow, some way, one way or another. Whether it's the fact of background on Discord or over on the fact of video production or editing or down the list, that I've been working non-stop for like the last month and a half. It's why I turn around and I have that mentality that I have towards those that say that YouTube's not a job. Yeah, start a channel yourself. See how easy it really is. Because it ain't. But for those that have the wherewithal to go through it, it's worth it. It is probably the most freeing job that I've ever had. Second only to working at the Gorge. That sounded like a really weird recipe. Emily, what are you up to? What kind of weird shit you trying to throw into the cookbook now? I mean, I'm sure it's probably delicious, but I don't think that was the right ingredients, was it? Because I saw it for a split second and then it was gone, because when I went to go reread it, it disappeared. I was just about to read it that second time, and poof, gone. Y'all, for those that don't know, welcome to the Canna Lounge. I'm your host, Canna. Everybody in the chat that is not just a normal viewer, we're all moderators and or some form of something for some channel or another. Okay? Some of us got our own channels, some of us have our own channels and are moderating on others. Some of us are just completely 100% co-linked all the way across the board for our channels. But seriously, y'all, if you turn around and look at our channel description, any and all of those that are mentioned inside of that channel description for the fact of quote-unquote co-hosts, they are all other members of the collective that we have sort of built over the last month and a half to 2 months. And they all deserve their fair shake as a YouTube content creator. So please, go show their channels some love too. Let them know that Canna sent you. Alright, are you gonna load or are you gonna turn around and make me hate you even worse? Because if there's one thing I can't stand, it's when you don't freaking load and you continue to buffer. Alright, lovely. Take it easy, be safe. We'll see you when you get back. It starts with one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard to try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away, it's so unreal. Then look out below, watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, but you didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. Kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Ooh, if that ain't a list. Yummy. 32, 29, 29, 22. Ooh. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Acting like I was part of your property. No time to fuck me. The way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. Kept everything. It all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so. Yes, it really does all sound delicious. Very much so. That sounds like a very tasty haul. See, I knew I could count on you guys. We're only 6 views away from 100. And I swear that timer up there is fucking bugged since it turned around and ended up crashing the stream earlier. But we're working through it and making it work anyway. Even if it means that we lost all the prior footage and that we only restarted from the time that the stream fixed itself after getting the phone back on. Either way, we're going to make it count. Let's see. Which one do we want to do? Well, I could have sworn that we had Webby on here, but I guess we don't. So I guess Webby's the next one getting added to the list. It should have already been on station list, but okay. Oh wait, that's right. I'm using the tablet, not the cell phone. Duh. I keep forgetting. Pandora on the tablet does not update with Pandora on the phone. They hold two separate lists for whatever reason. They do. Weird. So if 120 is 2 hours, and 240 is 4 hours. Okay. Okay. Damn it. Canna got stoned. Canna wants to do the numbers. Alright, King. You take care. You have a good one. We'll catch you over there when it's time. 2, 32, 9, 7, 14, carry the 1, 21, 22, carry the 2, 14, 15, 16, drop a 0, 9 times 2, 18, 27, carry the same 2, so 9 times 2, 18, 19, 20, 20. Alright, so 4, 0, carry the 1, that's 7 and 7, that's 14, carry the 1, 2, 2, double decimal, roughly, okay, so roughly 2.5 hours. And I say roughly because I know that I'm undercounting the number on it. You know, I know that that's still low comparably to what it is. But it also means that we're coming up, maybe not quickly, but relatively steadily to that 4 hours and 20 minutes worth of watch time. For what's essentially only been maybe an hour or two, I think. Pandora, why do you do this to me? Oh, why do you do this to me, Pandora? Thank you. Really? Thank you. And I don't even have the other phone with us today to turn around and end up going through and setting the fact of the better Wi-Fi. That's the downside. But we've got functioning. We got the channel functioning. We got some upgrades going. I'd say we're doing pretty good. And for what it's worth, I continue to watch that average view duration continue to rise. So for anyone that knows as a channel creator, you know, that's that dopamine and adrenaline right there. The numbers are going up. And it's the best feeling in the world. So what are we doing today, folks? What's on the agenda? I mean, we know what's on Teddy's agenda. Same thing that's on his agenda every day. Got to get that stream up and going. But for the rest of us, where's the rest of the world sitting right now? Us, we're a day shy of mid-work week. If you have a bigger imagination than you used to because of McDonald's, your imagination wasn't that big to begin with. Alright, alright. Thank you, King. Greatly appreciate it. Guys, we're one view away from 100 views. Now, I know there ain't 100 people in the chat, but we're one view away from 100 views. Nah, I'm not gonna fuck with filters today. I think we got enough working with back to the background on this point. Yeah, my battery still says 0%. It's still saying 0. Hi, Blitz. Thank you. If it wasn't for King, we wouldn't have figured it out. Because, honestly, I had no clue we could do it. Like I said, I am so YouTube illiterate when it comes to live streams. But yeah, I thought it was awesome too that we could actually have our lounge background and turn around and have us up here. Hi, Blitz. Up. You can't box with me in the chair. I'm still not ready to give you the chair back yet. Nice, 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 nice. Remember to roll one for me too, because Canna's basically pretty much ran out for the week. I think we got maybe 2 grams left to make it through the last 4 days. But thankfully, I think, if I remember right, we should be able to make a run into town on Friday, because I think there's one already scheduled. Ow! I hate when they do that. Turn around and pull my nail off, and then turn around and have just that little sliver of nail left to get sharp. Hey, we hit 100. We hit our 100 mark. And what's nice about that is it means that I can do flat numbers on this. 1 0 0 2 4 1 1 times 0 1 times 1. Okay, so blank 0 4 blank blank 0 2 2 4 1 0. Yep. Over 2.5 hours. It's so nice when I have a flat number that I can work with. No, I know. There are the same times during certain points where King is running low, and we've got it where it's like, fuck, I wish I could just hand it to him through the phone. But yeah, it's good. It's good. We still got enough to get by. We just got to turn around and conserve it a little bit over the next few days. Because as long as I'm correct and we got that freaking town run on Friday, it ain't nothing. We'll be able to get through it. Oh, come on. Thank you. Skip. Are you going to load now? No. You're going to act like I'm the worst thing in the fucking world and decide that you don't want to load nothing, aren't you? Yup. Okay. Well, In that case, we'll just change the station on you. Man, I'm not giving in on the fact of Pandora. It's going to turn around and work. And so far, I haven't gotten in trouble for it. I don't know what the difference is with it, or what the gray zone is with it, but apparently we're somewhere right in the middle of the gray zone. And it's right where I like to be, is right in the middle of that gray zone where I know I'm not in trouble for it. I probably shouldn't be doing it, but as long as they're willing to let me do it, it helps with the mentality. Which might be about the only reason that we're turning around and getting away with it. Really? You're gonna choose to buffer it? I really need this wind to calm down outside. The more wind interference we get, the more my music freaking keeps cutting out. Come on. Where is it? Dang it, I'm in the wrong fucking station set. How much you want to bet I'm in the wrong freaking account system? That's why. Okay, cool. I can solve that. Sign out. Sign out. Thank you. Yep, right there. Okay. Come on, tell me that my password is still the same password that I think it is. Down. Login. Okay, take that one off. Done. Login. Alright. Come on. Log in. Log in. Log in. Give me my channel list, because then I can turn around and set it to shuffle and get away with having a real just music bump session. Sorry guys, technical issues. The signal sucks during windy days. We're lucky that we're even coming in as clear as we are today on the fact of the live stream itself, so, bear with us. Ow, get my foot unlocked. That feels so much better. Alright. You're joking, right? Nanook, you're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking. There's a reason Canna deleted the live stream that Canna was going to do. Oh, I got through about the first, 15, 20 minutes of him wanting a fucking standing ovation for every damn word coming out of his mouth. Dude's been in power for 40 days. Okay, respectfully, alright? He was impeached twice. He's been in power for 40 days. He has made multiple assaults on the Constitution. The drill baby drill thing, why do you think he's getting rid of the national parks workers? Where do you think the oil is located that he wants to drill for? It's all in national parks. Oh, the Alaska pipeline, by the way, the one that got shut down and got stated it was not to be built, it's because the local and native Inuit people and tribes people of Alaska said absolutely not, because it would destroy the ecosystem and environment that is out there. Okay? That was an agreement with the Native American tribes of Alaska that he just shit on. And I happen to have Native American blood in my family. Alright? 1.8% of Native Americans are left in this country from the time that England and every other country came over on the eastern seaboard and turned around and started to invade and take over. I have, in a lot of ways, moved past that with my quote-unquote family heritage. But turning around and slapping the Alaskan people in the face and renaming their most holy mountain that they have for their people, the mountain of Denali, renaming it back to McKinley, that is a slap in the face to every Native American in Alaska. I can't stand for that. I'm not saying there's not a lot of things that he did that have actually come out with good outcomes. Okay, please hear me out on that. I'm not saying that everything that he did is a complete shit show. There's a lot of memorable quotes, but there's enough of that floating around on YouTube as it is to this day. But yeah, dude, he's slapping the tribes people in the face. He's fixing to drill in national parks. It's written in the cards that he's playing. And if anyone doesn't see it, I feel sorry for him. It's just my opinion. Yeah, there's only so much that you can do to care about the environment, but no offense meant, we have federal protections on that land. Those federal protections have been in place by greater men than Trump will ever be remembered as a president. Okay? Yeah, I am. Because it's completely and entirely disrespectful to the native population of Alaska that turn around and consider that a religious site. So yeah, I am fucking upset about the mountain, because that mountain holds more significance than the white man can ever understand. Sorry, man, it's reality. Get over it. Trump is not the end-all and be-all. He will be out of power in 4 years and replaced with another fucking goddamn quote-unquote scapegoat. The president is a scapegoat. That's all he is. Presidents move every 4 years and change every 4 years unless they get a second term. He wants a third term. The only way he's going to get a third term is if we're in an active war. That's the only reason why the one and only president to ever get an active third term, being Teddy Roosevelt, got a third term, was because we were in the middle of a war. So tell me what you think he's planning to get that third term. Because there's only one way to achieve it. Is that anything like the Gulf of Mexico that's surrounded by Mexican land got renamed the Gulf of America? Dude, all of these orders that he's put in place that he's saying he's renaming, they've all been rejected already. He's just continuing to fucking spout it because that's what he wants it to be. He's been shut down in the courts already. Over half of his fucking quote-unquote presidential electives that he has thrown out there have been shut down from the Supreme Court as being deemed unconstitutional, including trying to ratify and tear out the 14th Amendment. So please, don't go there. I'm trying to be respectful and let people have their political opinions, but a 2-time impeached fucking loser does not belong in office a 3rd time. That's just fucking retarded. It's just like most of the fucking fraud. Now, granted, there are some of those accounts that I do agree, yeah, they could be considered fraud. There's also a lot of those accounts that are actually quote unquote, what do you call it? There's a term for it. Relief and aid efforts in the furtherance of better fucking working together between the multiple countries. Oh, I know. The people that voted for him knew exactly what they were voting for. Yeah. But they don't understand the cost that it's going to cause them. He's already stated that there's tariffs on Canada. Canada's already made their response. Canada's going to put their own tariffs in place. Trump's response. He's going to turn around and raise the tariffs by the amount that Canada puts into place. Canada's response. We are in a trade war. A trade war that none of the American people asked for, that he enacted. How do you think that makes the average American citizen truly feel to know that another country is stating that we are in a flat-out trade war? I can agree to disagree. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shit that he's done right and has actually turned around and been validated for doing right. But dude, he's got such a red flag history that it's just, it worries me for the future of the country. Because yeah, he's a tough guy, but he's also really unstable. And not in the Alzheimer's dementiatic way that Biden was unstable. Okay? Because trust, I'm not saying that Biden was the fucking best president either. Or Obama, or any other prior president before them. They're only supposed to be a placeholder for the people's voice. But right now, it seems like our government doesn't listen to the people worth a shit. If you really stop and look at the fact of what they do. Hey, Ruth. Now, for the sake of the channel, for the sake of the live stream numbers, let's just all fairly agree to disagree that for some of us, last night was a dumpster fire, and for others, it was a rally for the best possible outcome of our country, and move forward. Because I was really trying not to get into that subject today. And for those that go back and catch the stream from the beginning, it'll be shown that I made the statement I was not trying to get into that subject today. But it's where chat took us, and it's why we state we're not a scripted show. Yeah, thanks to Teddy turning around and figuring out that we could do green screens, and Teddy giving me the notation that we could do the green screen option down the list. Yeah. It suits a lot better than the fact of the overglare from the windows. Alright. If I lean over just far enough, it'll turn around and give the entire photo. We're playing a little bit of John Wick today. As the saying goes, we're sitting in the bar. But yeah, y'all, to do fair and fair is fair justice to it, let's just not do politics today. Politics was yesterday. And let's get real. There's 3 things you don't bring up at the fucking family table. And politics and religion are 2 of them. The 3rd one is usually divisive depending on the family. Okay? It's just the way that it is. We've all got those 3 things that you just don't bring up at the holiday table, and, well, that's one of them. Thank you, Emily. But, what really sucks is it doesn't capture the headphones properly. And where did my music go? I just realized my music died. Shuffle my stations and load. But yeah, we try to be classy. And don't get me wrong, I think this country needs a revolution. I just don't think he's the right person to be in charge of it. I think he's still just a little bit too unstable. Happily rolling joints with my new weed. Yeah. I want to take the headphones out so bad, but I know that's going to be an immediate copyright strike. I know it. I already know it. But y'all, if you've ever seen the Billy and Mandy Halloween episodes, okay? Like back when Billy and Mandy was still grim and evil. Brains, when Voltaire actually agreed to turn around and do the collaboration with Billy and Mandy. Yeah, Voltaire's Brains. I'm a very happy Canna right now. The 90s kid in me is just singing. Step right up, I'm a reasonable guy. Fighting by the look in my eyes. I'm just a happy friendly meteor from out of the sky. Mm-hmm. And most people don't remember the fact that it was Grim and Evil before it was ever Billy and Mandy. Billy and Mandy was the fucking spin-off from it. But it used to be Grim and Evil. Who honestly remembers Evil con Carne? And that fucking lovable bear. Or where General Scar got the hole in his chest from. Yeah. General Scar got the hole in his chest from his time on Evil con Carne's Island. Back when it was Grim and Evil. It was originally released as Grim and Evil back in the 90s. But Evil con Carne flopped. So they turned around and switched it from Grim and Evil to the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and ended up running with the spin-off on that side. Because that was the half of the show that won. You know, back when Cartoon Network used to give us the fact of our actual votes of what the next show was going to be. Back when Cartoon Network cared about what its viewers thought. Before they got so big that they just stopped caring. However, little known fact, well, little known or well known dependently on how much you know your music, especially with older 90s cartoon shows. Did you know that there's actually a verse in Brains that was actually forced to be removed from the show? Matter of fact, that was the revised version of it right there. Because they almost didn't let him get away with stating that, quote unquote, he was going to suck the brain like a noodle out of their head, and half an hour later he'd be hungry again. Why was it too dark? What do you mean? What do you mean, why was it too dark? If you're talking Billy and Mandy wasn't dark. Okay, you want honest, true horror fuel? Go back to Courage the Cowardly Dog. Some of the shit that they were pulling in Courage in the early seasons, that was cutting edge technology for the time, and it was fucking horror fuel growing up. Come on, King Ramses, Return the Slab. You realize how many kids that gave nightmares to? Hey, Jacob. Yeah, margarita and a good time. Yep. Yep, it's about that time. Matter of fact, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. And I think, oh yeah, we're at 5:30. Yeah, it's definitely time for a margarita somewhere. Matter of fact, it's very rare that we ever do it on the channel anyway. Oh yeah, Courage was a fucking awesome show. Hold up. Seeing as how we hardly ever do it on the channel anyway. Cheers, Ruth. Here's to you. That's good Jameson apple juice. But yeah, Courage was one of those shows, man. I both loved it and hated it while I was watching it growing up, because there were some episodes where they were just really, really awesome. They got the plot line down perfect. They got the animation down perfect. They got that right amount of humor in it. And then there's other ones where it's like they just, I don't know, the humor dried up. Like Dr. LeQuack. Okay, for those that remember Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dr. LeQuack. Alright, he was a cool character for maybe like the first 3 or 5 times that we saw him. But after that, every time they brought him back, it was just like, alright, we already know what's up. We already know what the episode's going to be. Someone's going to lose their memory, and it's going to be a shit show. Here we go again. Oh, Robot Chicken? Robot Chicken? I love Robot Chicken. Some of my best fucking cartoon meme gags that I remember growing up were from Robot Chicken. Okay? And for those that don't know, ironically enough, for all the controversy that Seth MacFarlane got while he was turning around and starting his career with shows like fucking Family Guy and Robot Chicken down the list, okay? When he got all that hate, people gotta remember, Seth MacFarlane has been around in cartoons a lot longer than most people realize. He's been around since the Hanna-Barbera days of cartoons, okay? He was one of the animators on Flintstones. He was one of the animators on a lot of the shows that we used to love growing up watching as kids. There's a reason it's so hard to cancel MacFarlane. He's dug in the industry. Oh yeah, Cow and Chicken, Mr. Red. That lovely bottomless red devil looking fella, Mr. Red. Ah, super cow. Oh, I know, right? And it flew over our head as kids, but go back and watch some of your favorite fucking childhood cartoons as an adult, okay? Come on, Rocko's Modern Life. Anyone remember the day for the episode that he turned around and became a telephone worker? Alright? For those that do remember that episode, does anyone actually remember what the sign said on his fridge? Because I sure as shit do. Be happy. Be naughty. Well, hold on. Be happy. Be friendly. Be naughty. It was that be naughty at the end. For those that don't know what that sign was implicating, I know what job Rocco got. And the fact that it was Mr. Bighead's wife that was his first customer on that line, there are some real implications there, because Mr. Bighead's wife was constantly going after him. And yet, I swear Bighead was so oblivious to the fact. Oh, I know, because that was the beauty of it. For those that had already had their fucking innocence corrupted, per se, we already knew what was up with the cartoon, and we loved it for it. Because it was just that right amount of adult humor without going over the. Oh, come on. These are the things that made my childhood. They're the things that corrupted freaking Canna's halo and caused him to have to wrap it with yellow duct tape. And yeah, my long term memory, my long term is fine. Okay, but my short term, it's not so fine. I've got that window for like maybe a month or two in my memory that things will be really stable and solid. And then they go through that gap of like the 3 months to 1 year stage, roughly. And it kind of gets a little bit fuzzy. But then like a year and a half later to 2 years, it's like it's right back in the fact of the back of my mind like it was yesterday. It's weird. But I guess that's just the way that my brain works, because let's get real, to make new memories, you got to get rid of old ones. And or you got to compress them down into smaller files so that way they turn around and stick around a little bit longer. And yeah, I fear the day that I start losing my memory. It's another reason why I kind of hit that point of starting the live streams, because honestly, it's a great way to turn around and record history. I mean, granted, is the channel really huge right now? No. Do I ever truly expect that the channel's going to truly get huge? Probably not. We'll probably hit like first stage, maybe second stage of monetization someday. But, you know, not anytime soon. At least not the way that I'm looking at it. I can hope for the first stage by like May, but I know what that's asking for, and that's asking a lot. But, inevitably, sooner or later, it's my mark in history. You know, as long as I can keep the channel from being shut down, it's always going to be there. Because I have no intention of removing the channel, ever. There's only so much storage. And the thing is, the funniest part to it is, for those that think that nature doesn't have answers, okay? A little known fact. Mushrooms fix the damage that THC does to the brain, and THC fixes the damage that mushrooms do to the brain. Both natural, both unmodified, completely natural, straight from the ground. And yet, in and of themselves, they solve almost every single physical or mental variant of disability and or issue that there is. You know, there's only a few things that they can't fix. And no, I'm not saying that they're a cure-all. You know, still turn around and deal with the fact of your normal, quote-unquote, medical down the list with it. But if more people would turn around and smoke weed, a lot less people would be war-prone. And that's just a reality. It's hard to be war-prone when you're stoned. Why do you think Canna started smoking weed when he was younger? He wanted to turn around and quit being that angry fucker on the other side that all someone had to do was say the wrong fucking thing, and all of a sudden, you got a bloodbath on your hands. You know? I didn't like that fucking version of myself. And I'm glad that I've grown out of it. But that's where that jackal laugh comes from. Is those days in my younger youth where I was just that trigger-happy individual. Of, give me the right reason, and you won't have to pay me to do it. I'll do it for free. Oh, I know. Anyone that doesn't know about the mycelium structure from the fact of, quote-unquote, anywhere across the fucking world, if you don't know about the mycelium structure that goes underneath your feet and the actual web of communication that nature has, nature talks to each other. The trees speak to themselves. The mushrooms talk to themselves. That smell that you get when you cut grass, that is actually a quote-unquote, it's not exactly a fear chemical, it's a warning chemical to the other grass blades around that they're being injured. Yeah, exactly. Those are the real aliens. The real aliens are the things down at the bottom of the fucking ocean. We know more about the sky's atmosphere, moon, and planets, and out there above our own fucking heads than we do about the waters down below our feet. There's still shit in the oceans that we don't know, because we can't get down there. Our technology is not furthered enough to be able to get down with the pressure that it would require to get down to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. But do you realize how many new species would be discovered if we could get down to the bottom of that trench? Just how much is honestly hiding in the dark, deep depths of our own oceans that we know nothing about? You know, they say that the old captains of, quote unquote, the captains of the olden days, you know, the pirates, John Cook, down the list, that all these tales of sea monsters, okay, these tales of sea monsters, sea monsters, sea monsters. Well, considering they were fishing at certain points in their voyages, is it really that hard to believe that something big would have come up for something big that was trying to turn around and swim upwards? I mean, just the decompression alone from coming that deep down to that far up, it'll cause you to float. Granted, it's not pleasurable and it's highly, highly fatal when it happens. It's what we call the bends. And if it's not taken care of, it can be fatal. But it doesn't just happen to humans, it happens to sea creatures too. You know, the Kraken, a giant squid. One huge, giant squid. That's what it was. It speaks for itself. But then again, you know, we've got creatures currently that, as much as evolution has changed them, oh yeah, exactly. Every single day a new species is being discovered. Madagascar alone, if I remember correctly, Madagascar has had upwards of 1 million brand new species discovered in its forests alone. And then people wonder why I have such a problem with the national parks being drilled. You know, that's my reasoned, and calm response to that is, for all these millions of fucking new species that are being discovered, we still don't know about all the species in our national parks. How many are we going to destroy before the next generation even gets a chance to know that they existed? I mean, come on, we're already paying the price in our generation for the species that have been destroyed over time, for our forefathers' mistakes. Do we really want to continue to keep making the same mistakes? Because sooner or later, I honestly think that our great-grandchildren or grandchildren's grandchildren, or somewhere down the list in the fucking human evolutional chain, they're going to have to look in a book to see what a tree was. You know, they're going to figure out how to fix the fucking oxygen, and yeah, they're going to be able to produce oxygen through the fact of water or osmosis or whatever, but they're going to take all the fucking trees away. And one day, a kid's going to have to look in a book of the history of the world, like 300 years in the fucking past, that there were these things called trees. And they're not going to know what one is. All they're going to know is what they read in a book. I mean, I know that that sounds a little bit far out there, but fuck, it's possible. The sheer amount of human innovation that we make in technology every single 7 years or so, you know, the major technical fucking evolutions, they're not going to stop. I could totally see it being possible one day. And it scares me. Oh, fuck no, you won't catch me out in the middle of the ocean, not without a big-ass boat. And it better be bigger than the one that they had in Jaws. Because, damn it, that boat wasn't big enough. Oh. And yet, speaking of Jaws, irony, going into that subgenre of film of quote-unquote science fiction but close enough to reality, did anyone ever see the movie I think it was a Jaws remake, honestly, and or one later on in the list, where they put the computer chip in the shark's head, and it went fucking rampaging savage. Because that one was a mind fuck too. Oh, hello, Voltaire. Like Canna said, Canna had a fucking phase growing up, and yeah, Voltaire still pops up every so often, and I still love him. Okay, deep in the woods, that's manageable. Deep in the ocean, yeah, I want some really good equipment that I know is not going to fail. But I mean, the woods, you can turn around and navigate usually pretty well if you know what you're doing. Alright, so like I figured, once fucking brightness outside turned around and settled, it would turn around and settle for the background. Though I should probably scoot up a little bit and it would turn around and help with that, I think. Give me a sec. Okay, that's about as close as I can get. Give me my foot back. Thank you. Keep my feet off the cement, and then it's not cold. Hey, we hit our 111. Finally. But you know what? I'm noticing it's relatively stable. And to that, I'm actually kind of appreciative because honestly, yeah, the big spikes are awesome for the view count. Okay? But the view count alone isn't what makes the channel function. It's something that we've kind of been working with over time. We know that we're not getting the really, really high view counts yet. Okay? For most of our content, we're lucky if we get a few hundred, upwards of 500 views. And then it turns around and cuts it off. But for those like 1, 3, 500 views that we do get, when we've got average view duration and it continues to actually rise, that in itself is showing YouTube one thing. It's showing them that we're doing something right. Alright, Frankie, you take care. I'll turn around and catch you over there in a little bit. Because honestly, I think we're going to call it here shortly. I don't know. It's addicting to let it run. Especially now that we got the lounge up. It puts a whole different vibe to it. And I like it. I mean, I've got the lounge. I've got the fact of my headphones. I've got the fact of the vibes. And as long as the chat keeps moving every so often, we got the fact of a relatively rotating conversation. Oh yeah, you're good. Do me a favor, let Teddy know that I said hi. And from the Canna Lounge, thank you for fixing the background. Because I've already got like 3 different windows open right now. I can't turn around and open the 4th one, sadly. But if you would pass that message along for me, I would greatly appreciate it. I mean, it's probably going to be a late night for us. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to make it to live or not tonight. But we'll see. What time are we at? Probably about 6. Yeah, 5:46. I figured as much. It's starting to slow down a little bit. So, if it's like going on 6 here, it means we're going on like 3:40 over there in Cali. So technically, we're still like roughly in the middle of prime time. Nice. Y'all, do me a favor. I see the fact of our viewers in the fact of our analytics over here and up on the screen. Y'all, throw some conversation into the chat. Let's keep going. Canna's figuring California's just rolling into the fact of 4 or 5 o'clock. So we know the Cali Stoners are coming in soon enough. And luckily, knock on wood, but luckily we've managed to avoid the short bus so far today. I mean, I don't know what's up with that. I think that it's a little fucked up that Teddy gets the short bus and we don't. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that we don't get it. Oh, shit. You good? The car good? The alignment good? Because last time we hit a pothole, it fucked our alignment for like half a year. Until we could afford to redo it. Oh, man. Alright. That's good. But yeah, that fucking sucks. I know just how many thoughts run through the mind at that point of just how many different ways the vehicle could have got fucked up. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you and the vehicle are both good. Only the finest cured tobaccos. And the better cured they are, the better they affect Canna. Oh yeah, I bet. When the fronts miss it, but the pack catches it. Oh yeah, that's a mind fuck right there. Been through it. Breathe, Canna. Oh, what is today's date? The 5th? Okay. So if today's the 5th, tomorrow. Alright, so Friday's the 7th. Hey, cool. Friday's stream will land on number 7. That's gonna be a lucky one. I can already feel it. I mean, let's get real. The closer we get to that Friday, the closer that we turn around and end up seeing the fact that our view numbers and our average watch time and down the list, that they're all starting to skyrocket. And that was really fucking lucky too, because that just fell. And I didn't break it. So, yay. Oh shit, Ruth, you better be careful. M&G done found you. The shark's in the water again. Oh wait, that's just M&G with the shark fin on his back. I really wish I could get some way to be able to play like our modern music without having to worry about copyright. I really do. Because I feel like I'm gypping the viewers at this point. Because, like, I know I've got music, but I ain't sure that it can be heard clearer or not anyway. Oh, get him, Ruth. Get him. Get him. He had a bone in the bag and then he turned around and fucked it up. Get him. You're gonna be like the original cartoons of Foghorn Leghorn. Foghorn and that dog. I'm sorry, I know that was a little bit cold. It was just first thing that came to my mind. Foghorn chasing the dog, turning around and saying it done fucked up. uh, fuck is wrong with you, Canna? A lot of shit. A lot of shit. um, I don't know. I haven't seen the lesson yet. So if it's in the back catalog, then I'm not sure yet. Because that was just yesterday we were talking about it. I don't think it's gone live yet, has it? Oh shit. M&G went looking in the receipt book. This is getting good. Done pulled out the receipt book, said, nah, here you go. Look. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Our average view duration has gone up by a whole minute plus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let that dopamine and adrenaline flow. Mm. Hey, that's all right, Ruth. I still haven't seen the receipts for my 501k that turned 401k that turned around and ended up going to bear traps. I've yet to get my invoice for that one. My 401k went to bear traps, can't even show me the invoice. I want my invoice. If I'm going to be out of 401k, I better have the invoice to say why. Oh, man. And though I'm laughing about it, you know, it draws me back into that list of like 30 to 32 different things that a content creator has to do for themselves, job-wise, to turn around and make a channel function, all without the guarantee of a paycheck. I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but do people realize how hard it is to juggle like 30 different jobs and still not be guaranteed a paycheck? Because that's the first thing I want to turn around and tell someone when they say that this ain't a job and that YouTube ain't work. Yeah, it really is. Because straight up, because I was scrolling on Reddit the other day, like a few weeks back, you know. I say the other day, but it was probably like 2 or 3 weeks back. I was scrolling on Reddit and I found this story. And it was, I think, in r/NewTubers, ultimately, that it was found. There was this mother, okay? Her kid's like 16, 17, you know, just turning 18, okay? Her kid's been doing YouTube for a while now, all right? Long enough that her kid is cemented in the community for YouTube, all right? This kid has gone through everything that it took to hit his 500 and his 3,000 for the 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours, okay? This kid did everything that he had to do to hit that 1,000 subscribers and the X amount of watch hours to get full-blown 100% monetized across the board, including the ad revenue monetized on YouTube, okay? And this mom, I mean, understand, I get the parents' mentality of the new age job just doesn't make sense, okay? But this mom went on Reddit and she turned around and threw it to the fact of the r/NewTuber community, if I remember correctly. And the first response the first one, the top one, the one that got the gold star, it was beautiful. It was honestly beautiful because it took every single job that a content creator has to do. It broke it down into the subsections of those jobs, okay? All the fine details of what each of those jobs turns around and requires. And then turned around and asked her the same question that I asked. If you're juggling 30 jobs, 30 plus jobs, without the guarantee of a paycheck, is that not work? I mean, straight up, the kid did good. In my opinion, that kid has done fucking awesome to get to the point that he is now. And whether his mother agrees with him going on to YouTube and starting the channel and turning around and feeling that the channel is his fucking way out from the normal fucking 9 to 5 rat race that we all hate, then fuck, man, go for it. Run with it. Do it. She can turn around and she can get over herself, and one day she will understand. Even if it means that that day is a long way away in the future, one day she will understand and finally get it. But do what you love, man. Because straight up, 30 plus jobs, I know how difficult that shit is. And I know a few different people inside of the chat that know how difficult that is. Because we're doing it on a daily basis. It's just most people they don't stop to think about the fact of everything that goes into it. Truth, when I started, I didn't even realize just how many things I had to cover for myself, by myself. Because honestly, I can't afford a lawyer. I can't afford a financial advisor. I can't afford an editor down the list. But yeah, it's a fucking trip. It really is. It's why I said, for those that are logged in on the Discord, and or for those that can turn around and have it sent from somebody that's logged in on the Discord, feel free to steal the fact of the quote-unquote prompt of the posts that we put up, because we shorthanded it specifically to stay under a 2,000 character limit, okay? But anyone that wants the full-blown list, let me know. I'll send it to you. It might take a few messages to get it through to you, but we'll get it to you. But yeah, it is a fucking trip for just how many different things we actually have to do. And the thing is, 5 of them are live stream specifics. Well, 4 or 5 that are actually specifically just for live streaming. Otherwise, you're down to like 25 jobs. But I know that the kid that was in that post that they were doing live streams down the list too. So they hit the full 30. Alright. Catch you in a little bit, Ruth. Hey, we're up at 120. 120 and 3 seconds away from an average view duration of 4 minutes. I'd call that damn good so far. Like I say, we may not have the views, but we've got the audience retention. And in my opinion, right here, right now, that's what counts. We could turn around and stay under 500 views for a while, and it wouldn't really hurt. Not in my opinion. But watching that average view duration go up and up and up, that's what makes the channel work and function and turn around and continue to grow the way that it does. I just really wish I could turn around and just take the headphones out and let the music play on the speakers and call it good. But we can't do that. I mean, if I was to change the fact of if I was to change the fact of where the music was coming from and switch it over to Pixabay, I'd be alright to do it. But then we'd be stuck with royalty-free music, and we know how that goes. That gets repetitive really quickly. I don't know. Maybe we just need to do that. That might just be the better way to do it. We'll do it there. Get to there. Thank you. And we'll... Nope, screw it. Alright. Play. Okay. There we go. I'm tired of the headphones on my neck. I need a break on them. Alright, that shouldn't be too loud, I don't think. I mean, honestly, that's really low over here even. So... Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Down, Jim. Ow. Ouch.
Hey,
Huh?
we don't have to share this with Tony.
Sure what?
Dinner.
Okay.
Why?
Because you don't like cabbage and kielbasa? For whatever weird reason?
We don't eat the kielbasa, we don't eat the cabbage.
Yeah, I know, and it's kind of a slap in the face to the dish.
It really is, I know. But, hey.
No. It's alright. You realize how tired I have to be of having headphones around my neck to turn around and hit the point of putting the royalty-free music back on?
Pretty bad, actually.
I mean, yeah, it works really well for gaming videos when we just need a background music that we know that we can clear the copyrights on, but it's not really what we want to do for the music on the live streams. I'd really want to get, like, modern, mainstream, normalized music onto the channel, but I don't have a way to do it. I've got to find that video from the creator that was turning around and talking about the fact of the program or the website or whatever that you can go to that's sort of the same process as Pixabay,
I need you
but for the
guys.
mainstream music.
Are you still on live?
Uh-huh.
Okay, can I grab you for about 5 seconds, or can I borrow this?
Yeah.
Thank you. One of the two or both. You want it?
Alright. Well, hold up, everybody. We're going to leave you with the table and the music, and we'll be right back. Oh, that's what you need. Okay. Okay, I cannot guarantee that we don't have weird cuts in the center. Okay. Wee. Whoa. Oh, that would have been bad. I almost had the chair fall back. Oh, it would have been funny, but that would have fucking hurt. Alright. And yet the weird thing is, because of the way that music transfers from one speaker to another, I still can't guarantee whether the music's too loud or if it's just fine. But I figure if I can be heard over the music, then it should be just fine. So, at least that's what I would assume. And then I can just put my headphones up there, so that way they're out of my way. That would be nice. All right. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, M&G. Yeah, I know. One of these days, he'll turn around and actually accept the cabbage and kielbasa. But apparently, he's just not a cabbage kid, per se. No, I know.
I gotta cut him out of the way too. It's an acquired taste.
It's alright. I still gotta figure out exactly how we're gonna turn around and deal with the fact of fucking program payments.
Right.
For the fact of the editing and shit.
Right.
Because if we lose those, we're going back in quality again. I'm not gonna have an option.
How are you doing them now?
The fact that currently they're on their free trials and most of them, slash, like half of them, haven't hit the fact of their payments yet.
When do they hit their payments? That's a discussion we need to have later.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we need to have that discussion.
Oh, I know his green screen's bright. It's weird. I was debating whether to turn around and put, like, the brighter, like, more in-your-face background, or to turn around and just leave it as quote-unquote the more mellowed out Canna Lounge background. But honestly, I think I made the right move with the Canna Lounge background. I think that's the one that we need versus back to the bright in-your-face. But yeah, his green screen is a lot brighter than mine. I got to admit that. But the thing is, I can't blame him. It fits his personality. He's big, he's bright, he's a ball of sunshine. Especially when he's not letting the trolls get to him.
Yes, Teddy is all that.
Teddy's also the first person to drag out a marker right.
Yeah, you know me. I don't follow anybody really.
No, I know.
Okay, but for you to know what I'm talking about without me specifying.
Oh, I know. And to be able to turn around and know exactly which mods I'm talking to at that point without having to specify, I know. That's a rarity for you. Like, straight up, that isn't... If you're going to interrupt the show with your phone ringing, you better turn around and be important enough to turn around and leave a message. Because if we go through this and you don't leave a message, it's just going to annoy Canna. We go through too many of these in a day.
Hello?
And it's the robot. Oh yeah, I can hear you. You're an automated voice. You're not even human. Fucking robocalls. Whoever invented that system, you're an asshole. Straight up. Because ever since that system was invented, they have been bypassing the do not call registry. So, to the person who invented that, you're a real fucking dick. Thanks a lot. Just a personal opinion.
What's even worse is it was my generation that did it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, seriously, bites. Even for me.
But to the person who did it, fuck you. You're a prick. I mean, don't get me wrong. It took a lot of practice and a lot of hard work to get to that point, but still. Oh, don't buffer. Please don't buffer. Don't do this. You're gonna do this. You suck. Play. Alright, fine. Change the song and then play. Force you to reload. Do you have your phone on you?
No, by the bed somewhere.
If I can find it, can I turn on your Wi-Fi?
What?
If I can find it, can I turn on your hotspot?
Yeah, why? Not that I didn't think you already had.
Oh, I haven't yet. I thought your phone was on you. But yeah, I'm getting tired of Winland. They're cracked.
Come here.
Oh.
You come here for a minute. Two questions. One, you have to do one, or say if I could do both.
So I could do both?
Okay, no, I'm talking about both that.
Oh,
Know what I mean?
But yeah, with the amount that's there, maybe a pack and a half. Where is... Whoa. Okay. I don't know. No. Okay. Sorry about that. Battery died. There we go. Oh, that was unexpected. Hey, Betha. How's it going? Sorry about that, y'all. I didn't expect for the fact of the phone to die again. That was not in the plan.
I like the back.
You can thank Teddy. Because Teddy figured out that we could do it.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does. It looks a lot better than turning around and dealing with the glare, especially during the day. But it puts that glare effect across my face with the fact of the sunshine. But it's alright, because it kind of gives it that holographic effect during the daytime.
Right.
Of the hologram's a little fucked up. Watch Canna. It's the right shade of green. Fuck with the green screen.
What?
Watch me wear just the right amount of green to fuck with the green screen to where I'm only ahead. If I can find just the right green for it, it would make me fucking laugh my ass off. Just a floating head talking to the crowd. Here at the Canna Lounge, that'd be fucking awesome. Well, I guess we really do need to get that back into a split. That moment of need to get it back into a split screen. It's where I can get the viewer page back up. Because I know that we crashed, I know it's still catching up. But depending on what the viewer numbers are doing is dependently on whether I have to turn around and reset it or not. Because it's possible that the chat may have crashed and or that the viewer numbers may have just completely dropped when the fact is that it turned around and broke. Let's see. Go there. Yep. Page. Open the page. Thank you. And this is how it works. Alright. Alright. The timer up there says 420. with that, I think we're going to close out the stream. We're going to give the batteries a chance to turn around and recharge.
Give Mama Canna time to finish making dinner.
Yeah.
Have dinner.
Eat some dinner, get refueled. And I'm pretty sure if the numbers up there are telling the truth, which I'm pretty sure they've basically leveled out with the fact of the system, I'm pretty sure the room's basically empty. But then again, it's coming up on dinner time for most of the country, so, you know, totally to be expected. Get back to the analytics page. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I think with that we're gonna write down our final numbers, take our final prediction, and see if we're correct. So, if we go 130 at 404, 400, 4312, turn 1, 45, 0, 0, 0, 0. Alright, so that line scratches. Double zeros, 4 times 0, 0. 12, carry the same one, so the same 52. That puts 5, 2, 2, 0. Just about 5.5 hours worth of watch time. And for the mistakes that we've made in the stream and allowing the battery to die twice, I can't really blame anybody for dropping the watch time down like that. You know, that's on us. But we're going to get the batteries recharged and we're going to come back to it on the next one. We'll catch y'all here in a little while.